The legendary Palindrome hand cannon has made its way back into the game in Destiny 2 Heresy, and it comes with some new perks and traits that make this gun pretty interesting. So in this video, I'm going to quickly show you guys how to get this weapon. I'm also going to go over some of the stats, and then I'm going to give you guys the perfect god rolls for both PvP and PvE. Also, I definitely want to tell you guys welcome to the channel. I appreciate the support. Now, the Palindrome is a 140 rounds per minute hand cannon with 10 in the magazine and a base recoil of 98. And with the changes, now this weapon is an arc weapon instead of a void weapon like it used to be, and it's an adaptive frame, so it's well-rounded grip, reliable, and sturdy. Also, this weapon comes with 3 different origin traits that you could choose from. The first one is Stunning Recovery. When stunning a champion refills your magazine, it also triggers health regeneration, and it improves your recovery for a short duration. And my favorite, Vanguard's Vindication, which final blows with this weapon grant a small amount of your health. And lastly, Wildcard, where final blows with this weapon have a chance to create experimental submunitions at the target's location. Now, to get the regular version of the Palindrome, you will need to do the Nightfall Strikes, and it is a random drop. And if you want to get the adept version of the Palindrome, you will need to play the Nightfall Grandmaster. And like I said, these weapons are a random drop, and the Nightfalls rotate weekly. So sometimes you will be able to get the Palindrome and sometimes you will not. So let's now take a look at some of the new traits that the Palindrome has to offer, but also, hey, make sure you stick around to the end so you can get that god roll for both PvP and PvE. All right, so here are all the perks and the traits that's on this weapon. So let's start with the blue arrows. We're gonna start with line number 3 with some of the best traits that this weapon has to offer. So at the top, first we have Closing Time, which further improves range, accuracy, and handling as the magazine gets lower. Next, we have Elemental Capacitor, which increases stats based on the currently equipped super. And then we have the amazing Explosive Payload, which projectiles create an area of effect detonation on impact, and it improves reload. All right, so let's go to line number 4. Now we're going to start with the top with Magnificent Howl. The number of precision final blows before reloading affects the total number of rounds granted with increased range and damage. Also, precision final blows with Magnificent Howl activates to extend the effect for additional rounds, and it improves reload. Next, we have the amazing trait Rolling Storm. Final blows grant bolt charge. Now, while you amplify, final blows grant an additional bolt charge. So also you gain increased bolt charge, and you can stack them when you have none. Next, we have Master of Arms, which final blows with any weapon improve this weapon damage for an improved duration. And then also lastly, we have Opening Shot, greatly improve accuracy and range on the opening shot of attack. And I'm gonna be honest with you, all of these traits in line number 4 are really good traits, so you really can't go wrong with any of them. But to me, those are the ones that really stand out in my opinion. And then also you can get all these traits enhanced. Also, down in the comment section, I would love to know what you guys think about the Palindrome and also some of the changes that was made in Destiny 2 Heresy. And also, hey, if you feel this video helped you or entertained you, hey, feel free to sub to the channel or like this video. I definitely appreciate it. All right, so now for the moment you've been waiting for. We're about to get into the perfect PvE and PvP god roll and the stats that come along with these god rolls. So let's look at the god roll traits over to the left. In line number 1, we got Arrowhead Break. Line number 2, we got Flared Magwell. Now look at this. In line number 3, guys, we got Enhanced Explosive Payload. And when Enhanced Explosive Payload is going to deal 30% increased damage in PvE and stagger PvE combatants more. Now on hand cannons, the payload deals 7% decreased damage in PvP. And with Explosive Payload, it's gonna passively grant you 5 reload speed. Now, line number 4, hey, you can either go with Rolling Storm if you have a good build that you want to use, or you could go with Master of Arms, which I'm gonna use, because final blows with any weapon improves this weapon damage for an improved duration. So when you get a kill, it's gonna perk Master of Arms, so it's gonna grant 15% increased damage for 8 seconds. Now if you get a second kill while Master of Arms is still perked, it's gonna increase that damage by an additional 25%, and it's gonna last for additional 5 seconds. And for the origin trait, I'm going with Stunning Recovery, because stunning the champion refills your magazine. It also triggers health regeneration and improves recovery for a short duration. So this is real great trait to use in PvE. Now let's look at the stats over to the right. We're gonna get a 63 stability, 60 handling, 62 reload with a recoil direction of 60. With the perfect god roll for PvP, let's turn our attention to the middle where it says optimal time to kill. That's gonna be 0.87 seconds TTK if you get all headshots. Now when it comes to aim down sights where your damage fall off, you're gonna get 37.50 meters. So this weapon is gonna be very competitive. Let's look at the traits over to the left. We're going with small bore in line number 1. Line number 2, we're going with accurized rounds. Now line number 3, we're gonna go with explosive payload again, but in line number 4, guys, we're going with enhanced opening shot because it's gonna greatly improve accuracy and range on the opening shot of attack. So basically on that first shot, it's gonna add plus 25 to your aim assist and plus 30 to your range. Now check this out, with the enhanced trait is gonna add an additional 5 more aim assists and 5 more range. So you definitely want to go with that perk in PvP. And for our origin trait, we're going with Vanguard's Vindication, which final blows with this weapon grant a small amount of health, so you're gonna get an extra restore health of 10 HP. Now when it comes to the stats, guys, to get these stats that's over to the right, you also want to make sure you use the ballistics weapon mod, which is going to add plus 6 to your range, also plus 6 to your stability. So look at this, guys. With this PvP god roll, you're going to have 100 range, 71 stability, 100 aim assists, and 98 recoil. This thing is going to be a beast in PvP with opening shot paired with explosive payload. If you do want to see more Destiny 2 guard roll guides and weapon reviews, I would suggest you watch this playlist next. Also, don't forget to like and sub. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.